Hey guys, Mr. Gallion here. Just want to give you a really quick update on, not update, but explanation of what I want you to do for your assignment today. I know that the Vietnam section is kind of a long one. I actually have some other videos that I usually show in class that I'm not even going to try to get to you guys. I think they're great. If you want to see any of them, let me know. There's one in particular that I think is cool. It's about a guy who fought in Vietnam. He had a kid in Vietnam during the war with a Vietnamese woman, and then the United States, withdraws, and he has to leave his wife and kid behind. And then it's like the early 2000s, and he's like, I need to go find my kid. And so there's a news reporter that kind of goes around with him, and it's really engaging because it talks a lot about, um, the kind of the personal side to the war and not just a bunch of facts. But hey, if you're interested in that, let me know. My guess is a lot of you are going to be like, hey, let's get this thing done. So what I want you to do is you're watching the videos, and it's like there's 26 minutes worth of videos today. Okay, they're two 13-minute videos. I'd take a break like halfway through. Watch the videos, and as you do, think about what are some policies that the United States adopted during the war to deal with these issues. So they send troops to different colleges like Kent State. We'll talk about in the videos. Or there's Nixon decides he's going to start a policy of Vietnamization, where he's going to slowly um, replace American troops with Vietnamese soldiers so that the war can still be fought, but we're not as involved. So think about those policies, and all you got to do is after you watch it, there's a Google form. You're going to go there, and it's going to ask you for three of those policies. So you could say Vietnamization, sending troops to college campuses to deal with protests, and then come up with something else. Then it's going to ask you, do you think we made the right call? And you might say, well, I don't think we should have sent troops to Kent State University. So no, we didn't make the right call. Cool. And then explain why. What's the problem with that? And you might say, well, I think that's a huge overreaction to the issue that they were having. There are more peaceful ways to deal with protests, or protests are legal according to the First Amendment, as we've got the right to assemble, that kind of a thing. Just explain it, one or two sentences. It doesn't need to be super long. I really just want to make sure that you have actually watched the content, that you're familiar with it. Okay, that's it. That's all I need you to do. So that's the end of me talking about the assignment, because I think it's really easy. Let me talk for just a minute, and if you're not interested in this, bye. But y'all, let me talk for just a minute about the announcement from yesterday that school is done. That's not done. That's the wrong word. That we're not going to go back to school for the rest of the year. We're going to finish out the year doing this online school. So there's still stuff you got to turn in. Make sure you're staying on top of that. There are still some things we don't know. Are we going to have final exams? Greenville County's not. Are we? We definitely don't have the EOC. So if we would have a final exam, I'd have to figure out what that would look like, because it's not what you were going to have. Okay. Is school going to go all the way until the beginning of June like it was? Are we going to end earlier? I don't know. What happens if you're failing at this point? How long do you have to continue working? Is it going to be summer school, or do we just kind of forward the clock on this and say, well, you have until the end of June or whatever? I don't know. There's just a lot that I think we're all unsure of. Y'all, so hang in there. Look, I think it's the right call, because I think there's no way that we can all go back to school and be that close to each other and not be sharing germs, right? I mean, when you get the flu, how do you get the flu usually? Well, you come to school and somebody near you had the flu. Okay. So I think, hey bud, so I think we made the right call. But I'm really bummed, because I'm gonna miss seeing you guys. I like seeing these guys. I'm gonna miss seeing you guys, but it is what it is. Okay, so hang in there. If there's anything at all I can do for you, let me know. Couple final things. There is also a Google form that I've left for you, asking questions about how's online work going. Am I doing okay? Am I giving you too much? Am I giving you too little? Some feedback would be really helpful. Do you understand what I'm asking you to do? If not, what can I help you with? And then there's also, I'm leaving up that, hey, do you have any questions you guys want to ask me? And I've put a couple videos up answering questions, and I keep getting questions. So I'll probably do some more of those in the days to come. Okay. Y'all, I miss you. This is what it is. I hope you guys are all doing really well, staying healthy. So hang in there, keep at it. We're going to get through this. Don't know when, but we're going to get through this. Okay. So I miss you guys, and I hope we get to see each other at some point soon. Bye.